Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. We already have our speaker here, Miss Rosmaniar Hasanah, that I just met probably 1.5 hours ago in the different webinar. And tonight she will be the speaker, and there will be also Mr. Nash as the moderator. I think everyone tonight, uh, we have Mr. Febri, Mr. Dedi Mustari, Miss Elita, Haura, Miguel, and also Mr. Acep, also Miss Aisyah tonight. So without further ado, I will give the session to the moderator, Mr. Nash. Please, Mr. Nash, time is yours.
Okay, hello everyone. Good evening. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Yeah, uh, it's been good to meet you all guys for today's meetings. And our presenter is Miss Rosmaniar Hasanah, and she is a psychologist, if I'm not wrong. And her position now is the human resources at harrisonian.com, a school of professional skills. And she was graduated from University of Indonesia, Depok, about last year. And there are some awards she obtained from her degree. And also there are some work experiences at PT Kaya Bahagia and etc. Okay, and she also joined the organization such as the Student Development and Achievement Community at Faculty of Economic and Business, Universitas Indonesia, as project officer, and also at the Baitul Mal Wal Tamwil as a staff of publication. She also did some volunteering work, such as a copywriter at Merancang Indonesia, and also at Sekolah Non-Formal Faculty of Economic and Business, Universitas Indonesia. She also has a certificate in the bootcamp of harrisonian.com, and also she has some technical skills as shown in the slide. And without any further, I will let you know about the session of today's meeting. For today, the room is already open by Mr. Dennis at 7:30, and also this session will be the greeting to the participant. And next, the presentation will be shared at 7:45 until 8:05 p.m. And later, there is a question and answer from 8:05 p.m. until 8:25 p.m. And there will be twice at the breakout room. The first breakout room will be 8:25 until 8:40, and the second one will be at 8:40 until 8:55 p.m. And also, the topic is also for today is the problem solving in the workplace. It seems like today's we have also worker and also the students as the worker. I think that we already know about the workplace, and also there are such things like sometimes we got a problem at the workplace, or perhaps in school too, in class we have any problems, and how about how we could solve the problem. Perhaps we could know in this session. So in before the meeting will be started, is anyone want to share a little bit, maybe 1 minute, about their workplace and how everyone deal with their workplace? Or probably it's also at a school, because school is also a place that we could interact with the problems. Okay, if there is no, uh, probably I will share my something in the workplace, because perhaps in the workplace we could meet someone who are not in our circle. That will be one of the problem to ourselves, because if she or he is not our circle, there will be another things to deal with. And also perhaps the task we got from the workplace is not as easy as we think before we join in the program, or also uh, it's harder than it's used to be. Okay, and also thinking about the problem solving, uh, perhaps it's perhaps we could, maybe we have, or we are dealing. Okay, thank you, Mr. Des. Okay, and also before we start, we probably could check the screen, um, and also Miss Rosmaniar, can you hear me? Are you here with us?
Yes, of course. Okay. So,
Okay, probably we could check the screen to the others who
yeah.
will share the screen.
Okay. Do you guys see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
All
could.
right.
All right. Okay. So, Miss Rosmania, are you ready to present your material?
Inshallah, I'm ready.
Okay. So, without any further ado, let's Miss Rosmania, I handle the time to you.
Okay,
Thank
thank you, Mr. Nash, for introducing me to the anyone. For the first of all, I feel so sorry because I changed the title for the last couple of minutes. No, a couple of minutes, but a couple of hours ago, because I think pretty cases it can include workplace, school, and maybe housewife. I don't know. I think it's for general, so I changed the title, became the everyday cases. But the main of our topic still about problem solving. Okay, maybe a quick outline materials for today session and a speaking practice group. First one is speaker's introduction, which means I will introduce myself. Even Mr. Ness have introduced me to you guys, but as a opening, I would introduce myself too. So, and next is the overview of problem solving, and the last part is about Q&A. But if you guys have a feedback from me, it's also open. Okay. For the speaker introduction, a quick speaker introduction. I've graduated from accounting in UI 2022. But I am interested in, but I have interest in human resource management and marketing communication, sharing knowledge, and also um, have interest in reading books. Not really a love of books, but I love self-development books. I think you all guys also love that books, and maybe in the future we can talk about that. Okay, so first of all, I want to know from your experience or maybe your also your knowledge. What is problem solving? Maybe from you guys can drop your statement or your questions sorry, or your answers to the chat boxes, uh, and I want to say thank you for Miss Haura, Mr. Torik, Miss Elita, Mr. Acep, kemudian and also Mr. Miguel for opening your camera. Okay, what is problem solving? Okay, then for because we have a limited time. Okay, maybe someone else want to answer the question. All right, so I have okay, yeah. So problem solving is an art of identifying and implementing the best possible solutions to overcome the problems at hand. So why it is called art? Because we have many various ways to solve problems based on our background, based on our condition. But most importantly, that when we want to define the problems, we have to first identify, and then when we define what is the problem, what are the problems, uh, we have to implementing the best possible solution, because the aim for problem solving also to solve the problem. So after identify or define clearly, then we have to just like a list of a couple solutions, and then implements that to our daily life to solve current problems. I hope you guys. Okay, thank you from Miss Henning. It's solution of the problems. Yeah, exactly. Exactly for the definition. Yeah. Okay. If you guys do not still do not understand what I am talking about, you can drop your questions from right now. Yeah. And I encourage you guys to take your notes, to writing down what some important messages that I want to talk, that I want to transfer to you. Okay, so why are we need a problem solving skill? Every year, I think you guys always looking for the top 10 skills globally that always appeared in uh, website or always appeared in browser. It's always problem solving, maybe top 5 or a top 10. And I think these skills still remain on your web browser when you are searching for the demanding skills for 2023. I think problem solving is one of them. So the next question, maybe you know why we need a problem solving skill, because problem solving skills is a hack for everyday life. It's not easy, but it's not easy to solve or to overcome the problems. But I think this is a useful skills that we have to practice in every day. So first, why it is really useful? First is it can managing our stress. Problem solving help us to solve the problems in our real life without too much stress. Yeah, problem solving means managing stress, because we know there is or there are problems in our daily life, and we know that the problems have to solve. And how? Next, I will explain it about the ways of problem solving, and then saving our time. When we use problem solving, we using problem solving abilities to reduce the excess of resources such as time, money, and energy. Maybe when we know the right when we know the right way to solve the problems, and it can be our habit. Yeah, I think it will reduce our excess of resources, and then we can like saving our resources. Maybe we can save our money, and the most importantly is time. For example, like uh, when we calculate a mathematic formula in Excel, because of Excel, we need a problem solving skill to know what the next step that I have to put a formula, then I get the sum of all the calculations. So because we don't know the formula, then we have to search or we have to looking for from the website browser what is formula for logic calculations, or what formula for analysis, optimist, pessimist, uh, or a real what if analysis, and etc. So I think that's a little part of problem solving skills that we use for everyday life. And then train the confidentness. Why? Because when we implementing the problem solving skills into our daily life, it skills or yeah, that skills could develop our confidence in making decisions to solve similar problems ahead. So when maybe when we know that uh, uh, today is our dentist schedule, and I forget that to schedule or to meet the dentist, we have to like waiting for another patients. And uh, when we want to meet the dentist, sometimes we run out uh, from the schedule because dentist has limited their patients. So to to avoid that mistake again, I have to schedule for meet the dentist, I think maybe for 1 week before. So when we habitually using these skills for the similar problems, we can more confidence to believe what we decide in the next problems. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Miss Elita, for helping me for describing about the dentist. It means to amnesis and then make a diagnosis and make the treatment plan. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes we have to make a schedule dentist, and sometimes we just run out because dentist has their limited their patients. So I think one of the solution that we make is to make a appointment like just 1 week before. Okay, and the last one is critical thinking. Yeah, when we casually or when we just like a discussing in our team, in our group, academic, we can develop our ability to analyze the problems creatively and most properly in judgments or solutions. Okay, so when we use problem solving, it can make our decisions more creative and maybe more proper when we deliver the solutions to our friends, maybe when our friends have their problems, or maybe for our mother, or uh, why this why the room is still full of not really tidy, then yeah, we have to using these skills. I think not only for the workplace, but also but also it can be in our house. And next, for the implementation, uh, the problem solving skill so can be used in the organizations, corporate or company, and academic, or in our on school, elementary, junior, or high school, whatever it's called, and then personal daily life with friends, or just like maybe when we sharing something, and before we post that writing, we have to check like multiple times and then post. I think it's one of the problem solving skill is to do, and also our social life. Okay, so now how to solve problems. um yeah, this is very general. There are a lot of ways. There are a lot of problem solving, uh, how to solve problems in the web browser. uh, there are there are from McKinsey or other institutions that I think it depends on what we work. Maybe if work in automotive, I think the problem solving schemes, the problem solving schemes will be different when we want to solve the marketing, when we want to solve marketing problems. I think the problem solving scheme, it means like structure or process, it will be different. Yeah. And so because there are a lot of different ways, I chose the general problem solving scheme uh, to explain it to you. Okay, the problem solving framework first is I have said before. First is identify the problem. So you have to define the problem clearly. You can using smart principles. I don't yeah, I won't or I will not explain about smart principles, because right now you can search for the definition of smart is specific, measurable, attainable, reliable, and time bound. I think it's a general, really, it's a very general principles that you can easily found out. Smart must be specific. It means like we have to define the problems itself. Specific or niche, and then measurable have a not a number, but it can be reached. Yeah, so attainable, and it have a time bound or the limited time that we have to solve the problems until a certain time. And then what are the problems, and do any stakeholders involved. So when we define the problem itself, we have to know the problem itself, and maybe sometimes we have to put a subject or maybe stakeholders that have to solve the problems also. And then the second is list the potential issues. It means you can break down or separate the big problem into small problems, into a smaller chunks. Then list it. List it means you list the problems from the big problem you have, and maybe you can choose the prioritize, or you can prioritize from the most impactful. And the second is make sure that all potential issues have been addressed, or from the big problem into smaller chunks. Then make sure that that particular problems have been addressed or clear. And the third one, choose an issue based on your priority. Yeah, like I said before, also select the most visible problem that can be solved early. after you break down the problems into the small chunks, then you have to select the most feasible problem that you can solve early. Uh, but if you can, also you can put the most impactful direct to our life. The fourth is implementing the solutions. Create some steps to solve the most prioritized issues and then schedule it. Yeah. When we know, okay, we have, okay, I have big problems, and then to reduce my stress, I break down the problems into the small list or several lists of problems, and then when I have this list of problems, I have to choose what is the most impactful and also the most feasible to me to solve the problems or to implementing this or to overcome these problems early. Because I think it will be nothing if we've done identify or define the problems, but we never overcome the problems. So implementing the solutions, it's also a really important from these steps. Create some steps to solve the most prioritized issues and then schedule it. Schedule it means you take an actions. You take some actions into your schedule. In maybe in your journal, you make uh, a journal. You make in 1 month or 1 week what like a to-do list, what list that you have to do to accomplish your goal. Then evaluate the solutions. um, Evaluate the solution means analyzes the solutions that we have chosen with others perspective. um, it can be optional for you, but I put this step to the framework because I think we are a social, we are a human that still needs other helps. So when we have done the implement, when we have implemented the solutions, I think we have to ask someone that maybe have a same problems like us, and we can ask uh, what their actions to solve the problems. Maybe we can copy from them because their solution is better than us, or maybe not. So we have to select a positive and the most applicable suggestions regarding on our condition. And also this the aim from evaluating our solution is also to ensure another alternative way to solve a problem. Okay, maybe right now you guys just like confused. Yeah, sometimes when I just listen to my lecture, sometimes I just confused because there is no an example. So I have an example. This is an example case. What the meaning of SMART principle is, how can I balance my time and energy between finishing the training course and internship activities in the next month? I think this is a clear problems that we want to solve. Like the problems is balance my time and energy between training courses and internship activities in the next month. The next month is it means the time bound. We have the time bound. Specific, okay, what is specific? Specific, it's about balancing our time and energy between the activities. It means like we can reach that activities at the same time. It's reliable or attainable. Yeah, finishing training course and internship activities. Why I chose this okay, why I chose these activities? Because it based on my experience. Okay, I have a big problems in here, so I break down into two parts. But part one is prioritize my time to finish my work professionally in the weekday. So this is my solution. Okay, work on my responsibilities, revise the less correct approaches within 1 day, and then fully focus on the meeting to get the most possible solution to act. And then the problems too, or yeah, maximize my time for training courses every Thursday night and Sunday morning. it's important to put your time so it will clear your mind. Then what is the solution next? So I have to read the materials before the class and make some questions to the lecture. Also work on the in the class exercise to get more understand to understand more, and also work the homework. And the last part, form a study group or work on a group that enables us to understand the material more. Okay, so this is the example of action plan or implementing your solution in your schedule book or journal. You can put in your memo or Google Calendar notes, whatever the most feasible, the most accessible device that you have, your books. Or like me, I have an agenda book, so sometimes I just put my schedule on monthly planner and daily planner, just like it. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you for your attention, guys. I will really welcome to you if you want to connect with me in LinkedIn, but don't forget to leave a message so it will be easier for us to remember when and where we meet each other. Thank you. You have any questions?
Yeah, thank you, Miss.
Wow.
Mm,
Okay, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give my time to you, Mr. Nash.
All right. Thank you, Miss Rosmaniar, for your time. We already have some people who are raising their hands. Probably they could share their question. And also, how about if you also answer that question after they ask? Is it okay, Miss Rosmania?
Yeah,
Direct.
it's okay.
Uh, okay. I think for the first question, Mr. Acep,
Okay,
would you mind
Acep.
to share your question to Miss Rosmania? Thank
All
you.
right, thank you, Mr. Nash, for the chance and also wonderful presentation, Ms. Rosmania. Thank you. Such insightful informations that we got this evening. My question is related to the recruitment process in a company, for example, in a certain company. If we trying to find good candidates or good human resource, and I believe problem solving skill is one of the criteria that the company requires. So my question is, when doing interview, how interviewer can identify whether this candidate has a good quality of problem solving, and uh, based on the questions that the interviewer delivered to the interviewee. So that's the first one. And the second one, in a company, probably generally, can you define or identify the type of problems in a company? Um, so some company which has direct touch with the field, I mean, in the with the community, with people in the field, I think it would be unexpected problem happen, such as how we deal with low education people or people that with for example in bahasa we can say kita harus berhadapan dengan para preman-preman gitu kan. Beberapa company we have to deal with it.
Mhm.
So do you think that's one of the problem? And in relation with that kind of problem in the field, for example, we deal with preman-preman, for instance, how do you have any solution for that?
Okay. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ashaf. Wow. For the second question, I think it's challenged me because uh, so far, based on my work experience, I never meet that guys like you. It's really cool for you that you have that experience. Okay, maybe without reduce my respect to you, Mr. Acep, because I think you are also a worker that have made experience than me. Um, uh, Allow me to give you some suggestions for the how we can know the problem solving thinking or the analytical thinking from our candidates. Okay, based on my experience as human resource and also did some recruitments. I think the best, or the not best, but I mean best or the foundation when we want to get the best hiring recruitments is screening their resume and also their cover letter. Why cover letter? It's also important part because we can know the aim or the goal why this person want to join our company. We can using our instinct, intuitive skills, like are this guy are these people, are this person really want to join the company because our company cultures, or just want to uh, just like Nash try that they can pass the stages or no, or just like to get general experience. I think cover letter is also to gain more their analytical thinking because in cover letter sometimes the candidates also put their experience and also put their um, ways how they can solve the problems in their daily tasks, and not only the problems but also uh, what the new innovative way or noble way that they have created when they join the organization, or when they discuss with their team what some innovations that they have given to their organization or their team. And the third, beside resume and also cover letter, but also uh, when we held the interview or user interview, uh, actually when we did the human capital interview, we have we have to we have to ask the candidate is tell their experience based on their previous work experience, and what are their daily tasks. And the second one, based on your experience, what are the challenges that you face? Yeah, that you have to solve the problems. What are many challenges? So we can measure the challenges, like okay, these challenges it's so, or okay, its challenges is different, yeah, or these challenges it is makes sense that is it make sense means is the challenges is like just their imagination or fact, or it really real challenges that they have faced in their previous work or in their organization. And then the analytical think part we can measure is from the challenges, what kind of solutions that you have given to the organization or to this or to the problems. So when we find out, when we find okay, this is noble solutions or this is a creative way, so we I think in my perspective and also in my organization perspective, I think it's also can be analytical thinking or a problem solving skill of way that they can solve their problems because they know how to overcome those challenges. Yeah, I think that's for the first questions. Do you have any apa ya tanggapan tuh? Do you have any
Response.
statements?
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I have no follow-up question for the first one. Just looking forward to the second one.
Okay. Okay, the second one, oh yeah, to face the guys, yeah, that guys. Sorry, can you repeat that question again? I forgot it.
Yeah, in the field, certain companies should deal with the people or local people or low education people, and they might also dangerous because using physical threat. So we call like preman, you know.
Okay.
So, do you have any experience in your company or you have a company partner that having a issue like that, and what's the best solutions in general without any, contacting police, but we can do like musyawarah. Do you have any idea about that?
Oh, so okay, I want to confirm that how to face these guys when we recruit them or when we do interview, yeah.
No, actually, it's not in the recruitment process, but we probably ever heard that a company has a kind of, a crash or certain conflict with the local people around that client or around that company. And I
Okay.
think, um, some like organizations, um, local people organization or local organizations, they use that power to to face the company. And I think we call that is kind of a group of preman, for instance.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Okay, I get it. I
to
get it.
find the root cause analysis, for instance, how we start, I mean, finding the root cause and then identifying the final solution.
Okay. First of all, Mr. Acep, thank you. This is such an honor, yeah, for me to answer that question because based on my experience, I never meet those guys in my working experience. But when I think when I was in high school for organizations, I think I have faced like not not Preman, but the character a little bit like like them, but I cannot call them Preman because for me Preman means like they have no education background like us, not really high for me or from my perspective. So when we have to face it, yeah, in the company that especially the site is around the perkampungan village, maybe a village. Yeah, we have first of all, I think we have to come to their RT RW or kelurahan, but maybe I think the nearest and this the possible way, I think we have to do a discussion or a meeting not one by one but with your related in your company, and also with their RT RW and the preman, but it's not necessarily we have to with RT RW, but it means the environment around the Preman. I think when we held the meeting, we can know their perspective and what their needs. When we know their needs, then we can discuss with our organization or our company. Maybe we can fulfill their needs by A, B, C, D, and then we discuss it them with them again to uh, to explain what steps or what maybe kind of events or yeah actions that we can fulfill your needs, but we have to say sorry too that all your needs we can meet them because we have the regulation from the company, and it will and it will involve other institutions or legal institution that maybe worsen worsen the conditions. So when we I think why we must meeting, they can feel or they can know at least a little bit that we are caring, that we care for you, that we care about you, about your conditions. Here we want to have a win-win solution, but yeah, we can understand your problems, but please also understand our blah blah blah. And for the compensation, I think your company must have the CSR or corporate social responsibility. I think for the corporate social responsibility, when the company has their event or not event, see, like that programs, I think your programs can be implemented to this area, and maybe can not use sih bahasanya gimana ya, those preman can also involve to that CSR. So they have the activity, and that activity will change their mind. Before maybe they not really understand or not really agree with the company thoughts, but after the company give the CSR thing, maybe their mind will change. I think that's all from my answer. I hope
Thank you.
it's fulfill your question.
Yeah, thank you. I think it's wise answer. Yeah, involving them in a controllable way. Yeah, CSR is one of the opportunity that we can invite them to get involved with control, of course. Great. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Acep.
Thank you. But sorry, guys, because we are about to move to another session. So I think it will be more wise or wiser to have one more question. So, Mr. Tarik, it's your time to deliver your question. And sorry for Mr. G and Mr. Sugianto. Perhaps there will be another time to ask with.
Okay, maybe Mr. J and Mr. Sugianto can drop your questions to the chat boxes, and then I will capture it and I will answer to the group, inshallah. If you mind, it's okay. Okay, Mr. Tarik. Yeah, Mr. Tarik.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nasus Roman, for the opportunity to give the question, and thanks for the awesome presentation, Mr. Rosmaniar. I very appreciate your presentation about problem solving because it's very useful in daily life. I have a question. There is a lot of problem solving framework in this world right now, like green, circles, fishbone diagram, and so on. What is your personal favorite problem solving framework, or maybe a framework that you use almost every day? My favorite is Triple A that I got from the game: assessment, assembly, and action. How about you?
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Tarik, for the questions. Yeah, about my favorite. Yeah, because I have said that many ways. Yeah, of problem solving framework or scheme that we can use for everyday life. But for me, I think uh, the same, just like I put on today's session, but in a clear, not clear. Uh, I mean, in a feasible way, a feasible way that I can translate from a previous presentation to my daily routine. Okay, maybe you cannot imagine that. Okay, I will I will write it down. When we, sorry. Okay, when I said that problem solving framework is like that, it means I'm using this for my daily life because it's the shortest, not the shortest, it means the most, you know, there are many problem solvings framework that have more than 5 steps. Yeah, and then I just chose for 5 steps to simplify uh, my problems to be solved. So it means my favorite, it's one of my presentation because I will never share anything that I have never do that. It's a crucial one because when I share my knowledge, but I haven't those experiences. I think it just will add my problems too. So my favorite is this, but to me, to be shorter, identify the problem. Maybe we can just name it like define clearly. For list potential issues, maybe we can name it just like structure. Yeah, structure the problems, structure uh, or list, yeah, list the problem and then structure the problems, and then choose an issue based on priority. Okay, for the short name is prioritize. Okay, define and then structure and then prioritize and then implementing the solutions. Okay, the name for shorter is actions. Okay, implementing actions and then evaluate or review. Okay, I just want to simplify the problem solving framework. I just use this for my daily academic uh, activities and also non-academic, like when I joined the organization. I just using this framework. Yeah, maybe this is one of my favorite framework. Um, Maybe I can repeat it again. To maybe it also can help you to remember the framework. First, it's define clearly, and then structure your problems, and then prioritize, and then actions, and don't forget to reevaluate or review your solutions. Okay, I hope that answers your question.
Okay, thank you, Miss Rosmania.
You're
It's
welcome.
very good
And
to
I'm
know that you
sorry.
have your own framework.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thank you. Yeah. And I'm sorry that I cannot give the presentation. That's why I just encourage you guys to grab your notes. Okay. Okay, I give you my time to you, Mr.
Yeah, thank you. And also, for Mr. Sugiarto, he has send his question in the chat box. Perhaps Ms. Rosmaniar could answer it later on. And also for Mr. Chi, if you are still want to ask the question, you could also write in the chat box to be sent in this session. And also, I think there is one activities we should do that for the photo sessions. Perhaps for everyone who are willing to open your camera. And also, Mr. Dennis, would you mind to help?
Yes, hang on,
Okay.
just a moment. Wait. Yeah. All right, hang on. Let me take a picture. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah. So Miss Hasanah, you actually can get questions from Mr. Sugianto in the chat box, not in the chat box, or in the WhatsApp group. He already mentioned it in chat box, and I already put it in the WhatsApp group. So after this, okay. So after this, we are going to be in the breakout room. Yes. Miss Hasanah just told me that she cannot join the breakout rooms, right? Miss Hasanah, can you join? You cannot join the breakout rooms, right?
Yeah.
So that is why she also asked the question to be mentioned by Mr. Sugiarto, or previously, if Mr. G has question, Mr. G also can type down in the WhatsApp group, since Miss Hasanah is also there. Before I put into the breakout room, I just want to remind everyone, if I think nobody's new here. So we will have the special event next week for 2nd anniversary. There will be no, well, there is a meeting. Yeah, there is a meeting, but the meeting is not gonna be on Sunday evening. So there will be meeting. If you can join offline, there will be in Taman Collection in Bogor, nearby Botany Square. So it's easy to go by car. And then hopefully, I am still inviting Mr. Chris England with his family. So hopefully he can join with us. So if you can join the offline meeting, you might meet him and his family face to face. Or of course, you will meet him in the online meeting. So next week, our meeting, it's not gonna be on Sunday, but it's gonna be on Saturday from 4 until 6. Okay, that's a little bit announcement. Now, as usual, I will put you into breakout rooms. We have 20 participants here. So I will put you into some room. Okay. Just a moment. Yeah, okay. As usual, in the breakout room, you will speak for 15 minutes. And some of you are in the room of 2 and some of you in the room of 3. I open all rooms. Start from now. Nggak diangkat kalau bukan apa pakai nomenklatur gitu. Halo, Assalamualaikum Ibu.
Alhamdulillah ya.
Gimana Bu? Gimana ini Bu? Yang terakhir saya belum tahu gimana?
Kan jumlah anak baru 44.
Iya.
Extension 5.
Iya.
Ya sudah, Pak bilang.
Extensionnya tambah siapa?
Rapat Pratama, punyanya di Mbak Santi.
Rafli Pratama Shanti. Oh. Oh, dia di extension.
Nanti extension kita bicara lagi. Ya, kita lebih teliti lagi, kita awasin lagi.
Iya.
Yang kita samakan ya enak.
Sebentar. Sekarang ada, tadi lagi Tadi mah ada pertemuan jadi nggak bisa. Sekarang bisa, Bu. Nah,
Oke.
Bu.
Nah,
Nah, gimana?
Lukman Hadid, oke.
Mm-mm.
Grup 4. Belum, sorry, bukan grup 4. Grup 7.
Ya, grup 7 Lukman Hadid, betul.
Lukman Hadid. Sudah itu 1, 2, 3. Hasanah Alia.
Ini belum, bentar. Hasanah Alia. Saya.
1 semester. Itu tanggungan kita, uangnya sudah ada.
Hasanah Alia, tanggungan kita.
Karena dia tahun lalu 1 semester pergi keluar.
Iya.
Sekolah di luar. Jadi uangnya ada.
Ya, sebentar, Bu. Saya. Tanggungan kita ya. Tanggungan kita. Miriam, bentar.
Grup 12.
Oke.
Grup 12 kan. Jadi kamu cek lagi apakah kita sudah di grup 12. Ini belum, Bapak Ibu nggak ada grup baru.
Nggak ada grup baru. Harusnya nggak ada.
12 Miriam, sudah itu Putri Azhara. Grup 14.
Ya, Putri Azhara grup 12.
Sudah.
Ya, Bu. Putri Azhara.
Jadi tambah 5 ya.
Iya, maaf Bu, Putri Azhara grup berapa tadi?
Putri Azhara punya satu ini, Timothy sama Elsa.
Oh, grup Elsa Timothy ya.
Ya, sudah confirm ya. Sudah confirm oke.
Siap. Ibu, Alhamdulillah. Ini Bu, tadi kan Ibu kirimkan ke saya sponsorship 2023-24 progres ya Bu.
Oh ya. Itu catatan Ibu. Jadi Ibu kalau buka sekali itu ada di situ semua.
Siap.
Jadi nama sponsor, nama mahasiswa.
Iya.
Sudah itu Ibu kasih kuning-kuning itu.
Ya.
Ibu sudah bikin student profile.
Siap.
Nah, Ibu
Mantap.
kirim tanggal berapa?
Ya.
Itu di invoice-nya berapa, dikirim tanggal berapa, uang masuknya di situ.
Ya.
Nah, Ibu tulis itu aja buat catatan Ibu.
Siap Bu. Catatan Ibu mirip ke catatan saya. Saya harus bilang mirip catatannya. Iya Bu.
Nah, Bukina itu tidak ada. Nama
Iya.
Bukina itu ada.
Iya.
Di lembaran itu di nomor 1.
Iya.
Nomor 1 Bukina sudah ada.
Iya, nomor tadi soalnya yang di awal belum ada Bu. Yang pas Ibu kirim pertama kali itu belum ada webinar.
Ibu kan sudah kirim sama dengan nama-namanya kan?
Iya.
Ibu kirim.
Oke. Iya Bu. Iya. Oke.
Sudah selesai semua sampai nomor 44.
Iya.
Ini.
Iya. J. Bu, satu lagi Bu. Sebenarnya itu tadi siapa namanya Rizky. Rizky itu ini kan catatan Ibu sama catatan saya ya. Rizky itu dia ngebuat catatan lebih detail Bu. Jadi secara akuntansi. Ya, biar dia ngerjain ya. Gitu. Ya, oke. Siap, sama. Betul. Oke, Bu. Oke. Terakhir banget Bu, Mbak Umi sama Fajar udah siap kok jadi pembicara Sabtu ini. Jadi tetap ada.
Tanggal 2 ya?
Ya, tanggal 2, Sabtu depan. Betul. Tanggal 2. Lagi saya minta tolong Farhan untuk bikinin posternya.
Oke.
Gitu.
Nah, ini rencananya nanti kalau kita mau atur pertengahan Juli mungkin kita kumpul anak-anak semua di dia yang akan mimpin untuk mengenai seperti interview informasi dari dia.
Iya.
Satu. Nah, sudah itu kita anggap aja kita bermain-main, kita perpisahan, foto bersama, ada bannernya yang besar, kita makan sama-sama.
Siap.
Udah?
Siap Bu. Oke.
Itu aja.
Matur nuwun. Nggih.
Kamu ada berapa kaos yang dibawa pulang?
Oh, kaos. Saya nggak bawa pulang kaos Bu. Kayaknya Vidya yang bawa. Vidya yang bawa kayaknya. Enggak, saya nggak bawa kaos sama sekali. Nggak bawa kaos. Nggak ada semua.
Iya ya. Oke.
Soalnya kemarin kan yang datang tuh sekitar 34 Bu. 33-34. Oh, di Ibu emang tinggal berapa?
Ibu kan ada di kursi itu. Tetap di situ, tapi Ibu kasih tahu.
Iya.
Makanya waktu itu kan kita agak kacau. Mestinya langsung catat berapa jumlahnya dihitung.
Iya. Kalau nggak salah ada di rumah Alvita juga nggak sih? Ibu nitip ke Alvita juga nggak sih?
Sorry, my connection is
Nitip ke Alvita juga nggak sih, Ibu? Alvita?
Alvita kan pengurus kita cantik.
Oh iya. Oke.
Ngomong-ngomong, Alvita kan ngundang kita pesta.
Iya, saya datang kok, insya Allah.
Tanggal berapa ya itu?
Tanggal 9 Juli.
Oke deh, kita datang rame-rame.
Boleh, saya juga datang sama istri saya ntar. Insya Allah, saya belum bilang sih sama istri saya. Ya.
Insya Allah ya,
Oke.
kita ketemu ya.
Matur nuwun, Bu. Ya. Oke, siap, Bu. Siap. Makasih, Bu.
Ya, makasih dah.
Ya. Umi tadi sama siapa?
Sama Herdi sama Haura, tapi tiba-tiba baterai Umi habis.
Herdi sama Naura. Oh, ya udah. Ya udah, sok dah. Ini apa saya? Takol is the Taman Collection. Taman koleksi Brother Ahmad, the one that we will have the
I thought you guys talking about Mexican tacos.
No. It's the place where
Burritos.
we have the second anniversary for the offline meeting.
Taco is collection
Taman
garden, but
koleksi.
I
in
thought about
in
tacos.
PB, I said the takol.
Takol. Okay. So,
Taman
all right,
koleksi.
this is the second room. Please tell me if, sorry, the second breakout room. Sorry. Tell me if you're already with the same participant.
Okay.
Mr. Mehdi with Mr. Nash, Miss Dian with Mr. Febri, Mr. Acep with Miss Aisyah, Miss Faye with Mr. Genta, Brother Altamis with Haura, Miss Elita with Miss Hening, Miss Elvira with Brother Ahmad, Mr. Kurniawan with Mr. Torik, and Mr. Herdi with Mr. Sugianto. So another 15 minutes.
I already be with Mr. Herdi, Mr. Dennis.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me, Mr. Sugianto. So Mr. Herdi will be with Mr. Kurniawan and Mr. Sugianto with Mr. Torik, yeah?
Already also.
Already? Okay, so
Already.
Mr. Sugianto with Mr. Kurniawan. Not yet, right?
Maybe.
There's 19
Mr.
participants, so there will
Torik.
be a group that
Sure.
filled with 3, I guess.
Say it again, Mr. Ahmad.
There's a 19 participants, so I guess there's a group that filled with 3 participants.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yes, so Mr. Kurniawan with Mr. Sugianto. Hang on. Let me think first, yeah. Wait. Mr. Torik will be with Mr. Nabil in room 5. And Miss Haura will be with Mr. Herdi.
Already also.
Mr. Herdi already with Miss Haura?
Yeah, just before.
Okay, so sure. Mr. Herdi will be with Miss Elvira. And Miss... Not yet, right?
Already.
Already.
Okay.
We are
Mr. Herdi will be with Miss Faye and Mr. G. Not yet.
Yeah.
And Haura will be with Miss Elvira and Mr. Mad. Okay, so 3 people. I'll put it there. Open all
I'm a
rooms.
boy alone again.
Yeah. Open all rooms for 15 minutes. That's from now. The time's over, everyone.
I'm just about to...
Yeah, I'd like to say sorry if your discussion has not yet finished, yeah?
I'm just about to get nostalgic for a while.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Lord of the Rings, yeah.
So since it's already 9:04 and next week, as I mentioned, we will not have any, we have online meeting and offline meeting. Hopefully, I am actually still contacting him, Mr. Chris from US. Hopefully he can come and join with the offline meeting. I have contacted him, but he hasn't replied my message. I'm just worried that he will have holiday in America because actually he lives in Bogor. So if he doesn't have any holiday, hopefully he can join with us in the offline or online meeting. But the one that I can promise you, next Saturday there will be offline and online. Yes, Mr. Herdy, what you?
I just want to curious. Is Mr. Chris is the one that I ever met in the IELTS course in English?
Oh, you mean as the examiner for IELTS?
Yes. Oh yeah. Is Mr. Chris from Ireland? Yeah.
From Ion.
Ireland.
Oh no, this one is from US.
Oh,
I think
okay.
you met him. I don't know. I forgot. I have two quiz. The first quiz is from the first quiz.
Yeah. He is not bald. Yeah, he's not bald. That I met.
I forgot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's one. Yeah, Ireland. Okay. Yeah.
This Chris from Ireland actually lives in Medan. So
Why there is no ball?
Oh.
Yeah, so it's difficult for me to invite him. But the other Chris lives in Bogor. So probably I have already texted him, but he hasn't replied my message. So like what I said, that the one that I can promise you is only the offline and online meeting. Hopefully I can invite the natives. So that's actually what I can say. And I hope that if you can join, that will be good, so we can see the face look like. So, but if you cannot, I also understand your situation. So we will not choose any new moderator for this week. We're going to choose the moderator and speaking next week. So if you can turn on your camera again, let's take a group picture. Yeah, let's take a group picture again. All right. 3, 2, 1. See you guys again next time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a great night.
Assalamualaikum.